Hey guys, I look like a crazy person, and that is because I just took my hair down. It's slightly damp. I actually showered this morning after my workout, but I didn't wash my hair. I just wet it, so I didn't use like shampoo and conditioner, and I've just had it in a ponytail all day. This is like kind of what it looks like after it's been air drying in a ponytail all day. So I get a lot of requests for my hair tutorial on how I add waves or curls to my hair. I just want to preface this by, I feel like I do it wrong. Somehow it ends up working out. One side looks different than the other, but then, I don't know, by the time I run my fingers through it, I feel like it looks good. So I'm just gonna get started by explaining what I use. I just have like an old blow dryer. I've had this like, I think for 10 years. It's just a Conair blow dryer. And then I have my T3 curl straightening iron, which I love, and this is what I use to wave my hair. This is also like 6 or 7 years old. And then I use 2 little hair clips, just like that. I think there's like the Goody brand. And then I'll just use like my hair ties. So I'm gonna start off by drying my hair because like I said, it's still damp from this morning. So I don't use a brush or anything, I just blow dry to get the moisture out. All right, so I realize I can get some of the frizz out if I was to use a brush and a proper blow drying method, but I don't know how to do that, so this is what I do. So my hair is dry now, and I just want to say I have very coarse, thick hair. So if you're watching this video, hopefully you have similar hair as me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to divide it into 2 sections at first. So a left and a right. And then what I do here is I just literally put it in a little bun so it's out of the way, like that. You look crazy. My hairstylist is probably looking at this video thinking I'm crazy. All right, and then I divide into 2 more parts, and I basically just take the top layer, which as you can see is just like shorter layers, and I just grab it, and then I curl it up here and pin it away. Okay, so let me grab my straightener, and I do like a really quick once over with the straightener. This just gets some of that frizz out that I mentioned. And then I go over lightly on the ends of my hair so that they're nice and not so crispy, but just kind of like a gentle one over. I don't get it like pin straight or anything. All right, so then I start with the back of my head. And again, I like don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna show you what I do. So I just like grab little pieces. So I'd say this is about like an inch or so thick of hair. And then I'm curling actually outward. So curl out like that and drag it down. I don't know how to explain this, so I'm hoping that by doing a video you can kind of like watch what I'm doing. But then I just grab another little section, maybe a little less. And then depending on how much I grab, I'll only do 1 curl, and then I'll just pull down on the ends. And I like to do it inconsistently because I find that if I do it inconsistently, then it looks more natural and not so like perfectly curled. Okay, so now I'm just gonna come over here, and now I got those back pieces, and do the same thing, curl. And if some of the pieces fall out as I curl them, like there's still one that fell out, I keep them straight just because, like I said, I think the less perfect you do it, the more natural it looks. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab this, and I'm curling, as you can tell, under, pulling, and then curling again under, and then right before I get to the ends, I pull down. So I don't curl all the way to the end. Hopefully you can see this a little better once I get closer to my face. It's kind of hard to show like this, but I'm curling under, and then twist all around, curl under, and then pull down over the end. And when you pull down over the end, it smooths out the end also, so it ends up making my ends nice and soft. So again, pull, twist, and pull down. That one kind of got messed up, so I'll just redo it. It's hard when I'm like going slow to show you. Okay, so like I said, I have so much hair. So here's like a top piece. I'll try to get a little closer. So go like that, curl under, twist, and then go straight down. And if you see this scar right here, actually in my scalp, it's showing. When I was a little girl, I ran into a mannequin display at a Bloomingdale's and it cracked my skull. It's a little scar. Okay, so as you see, I'm doing the exact same thing. And I'm basically gonna just keep going, taking about 1-inch sections. Twist, pull down, and I'm just gonna keep going until I get to the front of my face. And sometimes if I don't have enough room to do the double twist like that, again, like I'll just do one. See? And I would consider this dirty hair at this point because I didn't put shampoo and conditioner and I worked out this morning. So I kind of like when it's a little dirty, my hair, because I find that it holds a curl a little better because it's like, it already has grease in it. And just to mention, I didn't put anything in my hair before I blow dried. Like I don't use heat protectants or anything like that. My hairdresser usually says that I have very healthy hair for how much I process it with heat. And it's probably just because I don't use so many products. I think sometimes we can get carried away. Okay, so I'm getting closer here. I'm doing that double twist, pulling down. I wish I could better explain this. Okay, I'll go closer. So curling towards the face. So a double curl and then I just curl, pull down. Okay, like that. So then once I'm done with this bottom layer, because I still have this top layer pinned, I take my hairspray. I usually use the R&Co brand hairspray, this brand. This is a dry shampoo. But I started using this because I find that it's for colored hair and it holds better. So I'll just do like 1, 2, 3, mini 4 spritzes. Okay, and I'll set that aside. All right, so now I'll take this clip out and then I'll clip this hair back. Again, I'm doing all this because I have such thick hair if you haven't noticed. Most people are like done with their hair tutorials by this point. So now, just like I did with the other section, I'm gonna quickly run over it with a flat iron to get the frizz out. And now I have this, you can see it's like a shorter layer. It's almost like I have short hair. So I like doing this layer because it adds a lot of dimension to my hair. So I'm gonna grab, let's see, these are kind of like 1/2-inch pieces I like to do. These are my top layers. But the same way, I'm just gonna do the double twist and then pull down. Okay. Oh, nice grab. Okay, same thing. I'm curling under and then there and pulling down. I hope when I edit this, it makes a lot more sense than what it sounds like now. Curling under, pulling, twisting, curling under and down. Okay, and then when I get to the front section, I wanna just make sure that I have 2 even pieces, or 2 sections. And this, like, I don't want this to be too thin because then I get like a little ringlet. So I'll do this section. My grays are popping out. I wonder what I'm gonna have to do with that. So then I have this, which is about, you can tell, like an inch section. And then the same way I do the rest of my hair, I do the same thing here. I'm just gonna curl and I get 2 full pulls in and pull down. And try not to touch that piece because that's kind of like my face framing piece. And then again, just like a quick spritz, just to set it. Okay, so now as you can see, everything is curled like that. It looks really, really ringlety. I would never walk out of the house like this. But we're gonna take the clip and just clip the back. Maybe I can like turn around. I don't know if you can see that. I guess when I edit this video, I'll be able to tell. So once that is done, you can see what it looks like compared to this side. And we have to do the whole thing again. So if I was doing this myself, by the way, it actually doesn't take that long. People are always amazed, and I'm amazed by, it really only takes me like 8 minutes to do this. I've timed it. Okay, so I'm going to, again, just straighten, do a quick once over. I love this straightener because, first of all, it takes like not even a minute to warm up. So if you're running behind, it's great. You don't have to wait like 5 minutes for something to warm up. And also you really only have to do a one pass over things. I have really, really coarse hair, so I think it's a little different for me, but usually 1 to 2 passes. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing, but this is where it gets a little tricky. This is a lot of hair, I probably should have done a little more. I'm gonna take my straightener and go to the back, and for whatever reason, I do this the other way. So I curl away from my face instead of in. As you'll see, I curl out. So same thing, double twist, pull down, and then I kind of fling it back there. This side always takes me longer. See, I'm losing a couple strands in there. Again, that's okay. I'm gonna keep taking hair. The less you take, the more perfect it'll be. So I try to take larger pieces so that it'll be a little less perfect. Okay, just grab it. I'm kind of like leaning because I'm pinning the hair that I already did behind my shoulder. Okay, just like that. We're making some headway. But again, I don't know why I curl the other way. It's like impossible for me to curl in. It just doesn't look right. I would show you, but then it's just gonna mess up the hair. Okay, keep going. Away, turn, and then the double, pull down. You're getting all messed up because I'm rushing. I don't know if you guys are bored yet. Okay, so away, curl again, and then pull down. And you could also only do a single curl and then pull down, and it'll just be less wavy and less ringletty. It'll be more of like a true beach wave. But I'll show you what I do at the end because I kind of brush it out, so I like it to be extra curly in the beginning. All right, so let's see what else we got in here. So much hair. All my life I've wished for my mom's hair, which is pin straight and super thin. And she's like, I wish I had your hair. I guess I got my dad's hair because he has very thick curly hair. Okay, so it looks like I've only got a couple pieces in here. I'll just do one big one. Okay, do a double curl, that. Okay, so you can see if there's any like under here that are kind of like random like that, I'll go over and redo. Those are just like the ones that kind of fell out of my straightener. All right, again with this hairspray. Okay, just a few spritzes, and then I'm just gonna grab that clip that was holding the hair behind me, and I'm gonna clip this back. And I see now like there's a little frizziness here. So what I'll do at this stage is I'll just take my straightener and just go over that section to smooth it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna pin that back and take this top section out. And I'm gonna do the same thing that I did at first. I'm gonna straighten it out. This. Okay, and once it's straight, I'm going to finish. But what I like to do is like if I run over it with the straight iron and it's super hot, I like to just like give it a little second to cool down. Otherwise, the curl doesn't hold as much. Okay, so here we go. Should be quick. We're nearing the end, guys. Okay, again, I'm pulling away from my head instead of under. Okay, this section. Sometimes I go over this if I tend to grab too much. And I like this top layer to be pretty exact because that's the one that shows, obviously, it's on the top. All right, so now I have this amount of hair left. Again, it's like a little, I think it's an inch. And now I'm going to curl, this is where it's really messed up. I'm gonna curl in instead of out like I had been doing the whole time. So I'm gonna curl in like this. And I'm doing a double and pulling down. See what I'm saying? Like everything, I'm really hoping this comes out good. All right, so I'm gonna take, let me spray that first. Okay. Do you make funny faces when you do your hair? Because I do. All right, so now I'm gonna take it down. And like I said, if I see Any pieces that are frizzy, like I see some top frizz here. Oh, this looks like I burned my hair. I'm just gonna take the flat iron to that. I think that should be it. Okay, so this is what it looks like right when I'm done curling the hair. You get some straight pieces in there, and generally it looks pretty good. For some reason, even though I curled in opposite ways, it looks all together. So I could just obviously leave it like this, but it's way too curly for me, and I like it to look a little more like natural and messy. So what I'll do here is I literally take my fingers and I just run them through my hair, and you're probably like, what the heck? You just spent all that time to curl your hair. But I do it so that the final product is this. So I just go like that. And I kind of just like zhuzh it a little bit. And it's always really, really big when I first finish. But then like 30 minutes later, it's perfect. Or at the end of the day, it's really perfect. And I actually also, because I said I had worked out and my hair is dirty, at this point, I also do dry shampoo. So that's just because I feel gross if I don't do dry shampoo. So I'll just lift up a little bit. I would do more dry shampoo if I was truly going like, if I was blow drying sweaty hair, but this actually showered, so. Okay, under there, I'll do my roots, and then my back roots. Okay, and then again, I'll zhuzh a little bit more now that that dry shampoo is in there, and I love the way it smells too. If there's any like really big ringlets, I'll pull on them too. Okay. And if in this process I pull anything too hard and it straightens and it looks awkward, I'll go back in with my wand. Like this little guy is actually bothering me. I'll go back in there with the flat iron. I didn't even fix it, whatever. Okay, so I'm out of the usual hair pomade stuff that I normally use, and I have this one that I stopped using actually when I got pregnant the first time with Luca, and I found it underneath my sink, and I've been using it for a little while, like a couple months, because the one that I like is out of stock. But this is a good old bed head up front, and it looks like this on the inside. So if you have something similar at this stage, you would use it. And I put a little bit on my finger, like this is almost too much. Lou just used this because he needed hair gel, and he used like a quarter more size and put in his hair, and he doesn't have any hair, and he looks like such a greaser. It was hilarious. Okay, so then I'll just kind of rub it in my fingertips. And then, I don't know how to explain this part, guys, but I just kind of run it through my hair. And my hairdresser used to do this. She used to like mold my hair and use this kind of way with her fingers, so that's what I do. And then I'll go in around my hairline and these little pieces. This also gets out the frizz on the top. It just kind of makes it shiny all together. And depending on what I'm doing all day, like if I'm going out or something, I might do some more hairspray, but usually that's it. And that does the trick. So that's it. That's my hair tutorial. I hope this helps. I'm gonna go edit it and post it, but in general, this is what I do. I'll do it on fully clean hair, or I'll do it on blow dry dirty hair, or like an in-between like today where I took a shower, I just didn't use shampoo and conditioner, but I wet my hair. All right guys, let me know what you think, leave a comment. Talk to you soon, bye.